In this video, I'm going to discuss how to install Kuibit. I'm going to specialize the discussion for two groups of users. Those that wish to simply use Kuibit, I'm going to call them just users, and those that wish to expand Kuibit, I'm going to call them developers. For users, installing Kuibit is very easy. You can use pip, so pip install Kuibit will do the job and you'll have Kuibit. Kuibit requires Python 3.6 or higher, but pip will install all the other dependencies. And we can see how this works. In my case, nothing will happen because I already have Kuibit, but once this command is completed, you can simply, we can verify that this works by importing Kuibit. And since we have no errors, we know that installation has worked fine. For developers, things are a little bit different. First, you need to install Poetry. Poetry is a system to manage dependencies, build Kuibit, and distribute Kuibit. So first, you need to install Poetry. One way to do that is, again, to use pip. So pip install Poetry will do the job. Next, you need to clone the repo with the source code of Kuibit. And since I already have it, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to cd into that. Once you're inside, you can use Poetry to install it. This -e full means extra, install the extras. And those are required for testing and this kind of stuff. Poetry will install dependencies and create a virtual environment where to work with Kuibit. Since I already have it, I'm just going to cancel this and I'm going to move to my Kuibit folder, and I'm going to use Poetry shell to start working with Kuibit. Here, if I once again do my Python, I can import Kuibit. And this is the Kuibit that I'm developing. It's not the same as the one I installed with Poetry. So here you can do all your extension to Kuibit and you can work with this. This Poetry shell, what it does is sets the environment variable so that you are working within the virtual environment that Poetry created for Kuibit. And that's it. In a future video, we're going to see how to install the examples to take the most advantage of those examples, how to enable all the different features that examples have.